morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun's brunch time live. As usual, somebody once said that Nigeria should be on Netflix. But if it can't be on Netflix, there's so much of Nigeria you can see on YouTube. So we are continuing with the updates. This time around also coming from River State. Factions tearing themselves apart are not backing down. Things are taking new turn, and you need to know. Today. This gold presented to Tifnumbu yesterday by Dele Alakori was also presented to Bokwari 2 times. First time in 2018, then 2021. They even had a scheme. A scheme for gold in Nigeria. They gave me the figure. They said Nigeria has more than 200 million ounces of gold deposit in Nigeria, according to Dele Alakori. The scam keeps repeating itself. I don't know if it is just me or you are also paying attention. Everything Tifnumbu is doing is just repeating every propaganda put out there by Bukwari. Pay attention. Floating of the naira. Or floating of the naira. Printing of money. Ways and means. So today. Now, good morning to you again, and thanks for joining me. Okay. So our gist during the brunch time with Mayegun is always in 2 phases. The first part is to bring an appetizer to the viewers of what is playing out in the contraption so far on the hour. And then we'll get on to go and read our white malice. Why is there white malice against Africans? Stuff like that. Historically is important for those who are following that. And to our donors, the people who are donating our books, we keep saying thank you to you. I've been told that we should be expecting something written by Flora Shaw as well on this platform. So let's get down to it. Yesterday, we saw the clip of the River State's political warlord. Apart from the obvious, obvious fact that majority of able-bodied men and women in Nigeria are jobless, and they are mostly political jobbers for different political camps, defending different, the interest of their different slave masters, so to say. I mean, I have seen men, grown-up men, on a Monday, and they were there camping in front of a local government because they wanted to defend the removed chairmen. But that is probably going to be our own problem. That's not their problem, because their problem right now is the fact that some people's feeding bottle on public fund has been terminated, and they are not just going to take it lightly. Their term of office expired, and they said the illegal House of Assembly members have extended their tenure. How do you extend the tenure of elected public officials without elections? So that's the bone of contention. So initially, they kind of all agree, both sides, Fubara as well as the Wike side, that the police should possibly just stay on and take over the secretariat, while both sides were accusing each other of an attempted vandalism or looting of the council properties. Then the council staff themselves, the local government workers, they are gone. So they gave a presser yesterday, giving the police in Rivers State 2 days, that's a 48 hours, to vacate all of the council premises across Rivers State and let them do their job until until yesterday evening, when these supposed, I've played a few videos from them where some of them actually said they were waiting on the court judgment or court this or that. And I think today was supposed to be the 23rd. The court is going to hear their case, not even judgment. So they gave a presser yesterday. They are now forced Argonne, Rivers State, to backtrack and say, you know what? It's better the police keep staying in our local government areas, because these weakest men and their threats of possibly coming back to the local government area, because they are still the local government chairmen, Ubara appointing caretaker wherever, is none of their business. So the confrontation was about to kick off. But let me kind of take you in on that, right? Here is a presser from the former local government chairman of Rivers State, who are now saying, no, they are not formal. They are still the local government chairman of Rivers State. The showdown.
Gentlemen of the press, my name is Sir Orwell Hunda, the chairman of Argonne River State. Here with me are my colleagues, council chairman of the 2021 local government. We are here today to bring the attention of the world of what is happening in River State. We are aware that in spite of the matter in Court of Appeal, that on the 19th of June, that the governor of River State went ahead to appoint caretaker committee members of the 23 local governments, in spite of the fact that the appeal court has stated clearly that all parties should maintain status quo on all the suits before the appeal court, and inclusive of even the matter in the Supreme Court. Now, what we observed from the list of caretaker committee members, we observed that across the 23 LGAs, that appointments were made from NULGE members as part of the caretaker, whereas these NULGE members are staff of the council. They are not supposed to be. And that is the reason why we observed recently that NULGE has collaborated with NLC and TUC to carry out a protest tomorrow, being the 24th day of June, against the police report that the IG has ordered to stay in the councils to maintain law and order, so that there will not be any further death as we experience in Omoma local government. Therefore, we have decided to speak to the world today to draw the attention of everybody to what is happening. Having said this, I will kindly crave the indulgence of everyone to allow Dr. Chidi Lloyd, who is also a member of Argonne, to speak further on the development of things in the state. Thank you, and God bless us.
The chairman of the Association of Local Governments, the mayor of Port Harcourt, has hit the nail on the head. What we want to do is to adumbrate. We are aware, you are all aware of the recent developments in the state. We, the local government chairmen, duly elected, pursuant to the provisions of Section 7, Sub 1, as the Constitution of Nigeria enjoins. We are duly elected and we are in office up until the time that the Rivers State House of Assembly amended the law to extend our tenure. A lot of discourse has been going on and nobody is asking what led to the extension. Now you recall that even the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria allows for such extension in an event of force majeure, in an emergency. What happens? So the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, led by the Right Honorable Martins Chika-Mehule, rose to the occasion and amended the law in order for there not to be a vacuum, because the governor of the state, Siminalayi Fubara, was not prepared to hand over to democratically elected personnel. We are not people who are crazy about remaining in office. However, duty calls. This is a doctrine of necessity that has been invoked. Tomorrow we've heard from publications by NULGE under the leadership of one Mr. Clifford Paul, who masquerades as the chairman or president of NULGE in Rivers State. They have dangerously entered the arena of political disputes. These are supposed to be civil servants. Like the mayor of Port Harcourt said, they have made nominations. Civil servants have made nominations into the illegal caretaker committee that were screened by Oko Jumbo and two others. And they did not resign their appointments pursuant to the provisions of the Rivers State local government law. For you to be a member of a caretaker committee, you must resign whatever appointment you hold. We are not aware that any of them have resigned. They have taken oath of office. So they cannot say they are calling for the police to vacate the premises of the various local governments because they want to go to work. These are people now who are dangerously aligned in the seeming disputes.
So, I have a question though. Is that not Chidi Lloyd, the member of Rivers State House of Assembly, back in 2007, 2011, 2015? No, sorry, 2011 to 2015. The one that smashed mace, house mace on a fellow member. Was that not him? How come he's the local government chairman? Is that like a demotion from Wike? Because he's part of Wike's team. Or am I actually mixing it up here? Chidi Lloyd, a member of House of Assembly. So, more Nigeria. Okay. Anyway, so their point is that Emewule's House of Assembly that decamped to APC, that lost their seat, that there was an emergency and there was no room for vacuum. So they extended the tenure of the local government chairman that they could stay in office for extra 6 months. And if Fubara is not going to conduct an elections, right, then they will extend it again. It was kind of a means to keep the control of the grassroots. That's why this Wahala is kind of really serious politically. Okay, so people are still going to die. They're still going to burn places. They're still going to shoot and kill themselves. Just so you understand why grown-up men, right, are facing camera, okay, defending illegality with bold face. That's the type of impunity. The governor himself will not conduct local government election that his own people will not be in charge. So the ground no level right now. So the only thing he could do is to use his power, which allows him to appoint administrators for local government, not caretakers. And when I say administrators, the local government could be administered by the head of administrators, that's the head of the local government. But they are saying the law as amended say only elected people can be in office, but they are not elected. They are possibly just being selected by an illegal House of Assembly members. So you see the whole confusion, right? I'll let him finish. So he further said,
are dangerously aligned in the seeming disputes. It is not as if all of you know us here. We are the chairman of the council. We have capacity to cause whatever violence that they want. But we will not do that. The reason we will not do that is that we cannot be seen to be maiming the same people we are leading. What is going on in Rivers State, what the Rivers State House of Assembly did, has been done in Zamfara without anybody throwing any stone, because that is the way to go. In the event that the government is not able to provide the enabling environment for elections to hold, the Assembly extended the tenure of the local government chairman in Zamfara for 6 months. And our sister state here, Akwa Ibom, has also done the same thing. What we have here is a situation where the governor is inept, inexperienced, and is now open to all kinds of advice, including from people who want to benefit from the system. So we are calling on the national president of NULGE to call his members in Rivers State to order. We are also calling local government council officials, staff, to refrain from any protest that their greedy leaders are going to drag them into. We are also aware that this illegal caretaker committee, as constituted by the governor, have gone ahead to make all kinds of announcements, including dissolution of standing committees have been appointed by us. All of those committees are still intact. We have enjoined our appointees to continue to discharge the functions I've given them by those who are democratically elected, those whom they've given their mandates. The issues are at various levels of court. As law-abiding citizens, we are going to await all that the courts will say. So we are not going to allow the police to be blackmailed. What the Nigerian police, albeit that they have stopped us from accessing our councils to discharge our civic obligations, but we are happy with the police. We welcome what the Inspector General of Police has done in order to avert any further breakdown of law and order. We are aware that the CSO to the governor and his ADC went to Amoma and killed 2 personnel, including a policeman and a vigilante member. We are happy that the Inspector General of Police has set up a committee to investigate. The videos are all there of what happened on that day. And these gentlemen are walking the streets free. So all they want to do is for us to join them in that their newfound love for penchant for violence. We know most of those who work with the governor are incurable recidivists in these states. We know their capacity, we know their pedigree. But as law-abiding citizens, as persons who hold the mandate of the people in trust, we will not descend to that arena of violence, but we will defend our various local government headquarters from intruders. So we want to inform the world that Mr. Clifford Paul, NLC and all that, you recall that they had held a meeting with the governor from where they were mandated, they were induced to come out tomorrow to stage a protest. We will not fold our hands, because we are going to be meeting politicians. We are going to be meeting NULGE turned politicians. We are going to be meeting NLC turned politicians. We are going to be meeting TUC turned politicians. So we felt we should tell you this, and for you to know that we cannot be cowed, we cannot be intimidated. This is a government, we all collectively, you recall that the 21 of us here We are the coordinators of Governor Siminala Efubara campaign organization in our various local governments. So what is going on is beyond imagination. But it is not unmindful that a man invests in a business and he is duped. Well, we consider ourselves as having been duped in the business we collectively invested in. Thank you very much. Dangerously
clear. You hear it clearly now. It is a business. It is an investment. And they consider themselves scammed. But they are not going to fold their hands and let who they call the NLC turned politicians, TUC turned politicians, to now come out and stage a protest against the police. So they were supposed to clash today. That's Chidi Lloyd. God damn it, man. Anyway, let me quickly add this. The NULGE people, or are gonna be NULGE, they decided to backtrack and said, you know what? Let the police continue staying in the local government areas. So which means half of the local government areas are still being occupied by the police as we speak.
This is a press briefing by Association of Local Governments of Nigeria, Algon, River State Chapter. We are drawing the attention of the general public against the planned protests by the immediate past local government chairmen, former assembly members, and National Assembly members loyal to the FCT Minister, Chief Nyesom Wike, against the Nigerian police force manning the 23 local government councils across the state. The planned protest is not in the interest of the local government areas and the state in its entirety. Rather, it is a calculated attempt by these enemies of our dear state to paint the state in bad light, unleash mayhem while at it, and to further buttress their inordinate call for the declaration of a state of emergency in our dear state. We emphatically state that we, the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, Algon, River State Chapter, and our people are in support of the police decision to take control and protect all local government council secretariats until further directive on the matter. We want to categorically state that we are not in any way linked to the planned protest, as it is inimical to the progress and well-being of the people of River State, considering the sinister plots by some desperate politicians to take advantage under the guise of protest to cause chaos and destabilize governance in our state. Therefore, we call on all law-abiding citizens of our dear state to discountenance the planned protests and to go about their lawful businesses. We wish to place on record that should there be a breakdown of law and order as a result of the planned protest, the organizers and their sponsors as enlisted above should be held responsible. We want to thank the good people of River State for their continued support for the Governor of River State, His Excellency Sir Siminala Efubara, GSSROS, and his administration, which is delivering the dividends of democracy to Rivers people. Thank you, and God bless you.
Wahala everywhere. Everywhere, wahala. But that's the River State too. And I could pick so many states like that, okay, that we can actually spend hours, dissecting the characters who are in charge of governance there. And the reason why they are at loggerheads with one another, it's not because of the actual defense of the people or the sharing of dividend of a democracy to the people. Nah, it's about the sharing of the dividend of the spoils of public fund. And it makes sense now. They said they make a lot of more money when they are local government chairmen in River State than you ever make as assembly member. Make more money for themselves, not be say make more money for the state or make more money for the local government too. So that you have more money, that you can do more projects for your people. No, it's to make them more richer. Because all the oil blocks and that, they fall into some of these local government areas. And when you get to them, you can easily tell that there is no sign that there is any government existing in any of those local government areas because it's just business as usual. That's for local government, right? But let's leave Rivers State. You know, I told you it's just going to be snippets of everything, okay? Let's leave them in Rivers State and wait for what happened today for later tonight. And let's stop by in Edo before we go to the other parts. Here is someone who is a patriotic Edolite. I give it to him. He did a good job. You see, apart from the fact that criminals in Nigeria, they will loot money meant for development and they will never do anything. There's also another part of them that even when they try to do something, right, they will budget exorbitant amount of money for substandard projects that one single rain could just wash off so that they can rebudget it next year. That's if they ever try to do it.